Hey, Sassy Stuff. I'm Emma here with Georgia. We're back recapping all of our SEC teams leading up to the 2025 season. And today we're talking about the team that shocked the nation, or at least the SEC, and especially those in Tuscaloosa, Vanderbilt. So Vandy finished last year with a 7-6 record. Obviously, shut down Alabama after Alabama's big win over Georgia in first-year head coach Kalen DeBoer's season, and they won their first bowl since 2018 over Georgia Tech, who just had that fantastic game versus Georgia. So they turned a lot of heads towards them this season. They kept the games close between Texas and Tennessee. They really showed up and showed out, and it was something amazing to see from this team in Tennessee. So, how do you feel about Vandy going into 2025?
I don't exactly know how I feel about Vandy. I think Vandy's about to have their butt handed to them on a platter, just based off of off-season crap. Diego Pavia is coming back for his 6th year, um, and like me, he doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. So, I think he is giving a lot of fuel to a bunch of teams, like not just one team. He's just giving a fuel to a lot of them. He said that he came back because a 7-6 record was not good enough. He needs to go to a national championship. I'm sorry, sir, but going from a 7-6 record straight to a national championship is never going to happen. You're not Superman. You can't do it. I am sorry. Respect you though. I mean, I will say, like, this guy's got some aura about him that you do like, but you're like, please stop talking.
I know. He's really just like pitting all the teams against him. And it's like where normally most teams like don't think about Vandy as much on their schedule in the SEC, everyone's going to be looking at them and being like, shut up. So
Yeah.
he did win that lawsuit against the NCAA. So he did get his other year of eligibility. But again, like you said, he's predicting a national title run. He called wins over Alabama and Tennessee. He said Vanderbilt's going to run Tennessee after this year. And I'm like, no, you are the star of this team. You're the reason why, as well as the schemes that they came up using your talents. And once you leave, I don't know if anyone's going to look at Vandy again until we get another Diego Pavia. So it is interesting that he is such a talented player. He is so good at just scrambling and then finding a way to get a first down or a touchdown or anything like that. So he is so entertaining to watch. And it does confuse other teams' defenses. It really does. So they do have superpowers in a way of that scheme, but can they continue that into 2025? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, and I will say they hit that portal heavy this year. They did a great job. They got Jordan Matthews from Tennessee. They got Devin Lee from Texas A&M, Keanu Coat from Alabama. Uh, they've got Joshua Raymond from FSU. The list goes on and on. So they really, targeted that front line. So they got DL, RB, edge, safety, DTs, OTs, bunch of OTs, LBs, CBs, DTs, so many letters. And then they didn't have that many outgoing transfers. They had Johan, Demarion Thomas, Joshua Raymond, but that was basically it. Um, so they really did a good job on the portal. They didn't do much recruiting. They really focused on their portal. And that's great for them. But are they a little bit too confident? Probably. And I love the confidence. I love it. It's going to get squashed, but I love it right now. It's so cool. Love
It's
it.
fun in the off season when there's really nothing going on. So it
Yeah.
keeps the headlines booming. But I mean, the biggest swing factor this season is if the offensive line is good enough to protect Pavia, spark a run game. I mean, they have 4 new starters via the portal. One returner, Chase Mitchell, who'll be shifting to guard. And while the unit has looked better in the spring, it's still likely a bottom third SEC line until proven otherwise. Vanderbilt's success in the SEC in 2025 really hinges on this group giving Pavia time. So if they gel by midseason, their offense could be very explosive and could really shake some games up. But if not, it's going to be stall drives all day, more pressure on the defense.
They have a goal, and I don't think Clark Lee's goal is a national championship. I think he knows more, knows better. Like, but could they get better than 7-6? We'll see.
Well, I want my players having a bit of an ego because if you're not confident in yourself and your abilities, then you're not going to perform well on the day. But I think it's a little too much at this point, just knowing what Vandy is and has been. But a bowl game, like you said, is 100% open to them right now.
And so they start out with Charleston Southern. I think this will be a good win for them, a good, nice opening game. And then they go against Virginia Tech. This one is a little iffy for me. I see them winning, but I don't think it'll be an easy game.
I see them losing this game, specifically because VT plays South Carolina in week 1. And I think they're going to lose that game to South Carolina. So they're going to be angry and they're going to be ready to win. It's going to be their first game at home. So I see Virginia Tech winning here. So this is going to be their first loss, in my opinion, for Vandy.
Okay, I have their first loss the next week against South Carolina. Um, Shane Beamer is doing a terrific job at South Carolina for the Gamecocks. So yeah, I do see them losing against South Carolina.
I agree. I think this is going to be a loss for Vandy. I just think South Carolina, with Lenora Sellers, little sweetheart, I just think they're going to be too good.
Yeah. We have versus Georgia State. I have them winning this as well.
Too.
And then they have Utah State. I see them winning against Utah State as well.
I agree.
Next, we have versus Alabama being played at Bryant-Denny Stadium. After them embarrassing Alabama so badly last year, there's been some back and forth between players. Diego Pavia actually did say that last year, the Alabama players, we're talking mad crap before the Vandy game, acting like they were going to come in and just destroy them. And so I think that gave them a little bit of fuel. So hopefully none of the Alabama players' crap talk has given them more fuel, but I do have them losing this game. It's at Bryant-Denny. I just don't there's no way that Vandy's going to walk in there and win.
I agree. I mean, Alabama, even if they beat Georgia this year, which I think they could, I think that game could go either way. I just don't see them overlooking Vandy again. I think they made that mistake once. They're not going to do it again. Especially on the coaching staff. They're going to make sure they have a very tight scheme against Diego Pavia, and what he does so well. So especially in Tuscaloosa, I'm like, there ain't no way.
Yeah. Then we have against LSU. We have not done our LSU episode yet. I am very excited for LSU this year. They will not be winning against LSU. This is going to be another loss for them. This is my third loss for them. But the next week we have Mizzou. This one I went back and forth with for a little while. I think Vandy might be able to pull this one off.
I think this one could go either way as well. Missouri is an interesting team this year. Molly and I did break them down. I did put Missouri as winning, I believe. But I'm looking at Missouri and all they have to do to kind of reshape their team this year, especially at quarterback. So it's going to be an interesting season for them. But Eli Drinkwitz thinks, again, they are going to go to the playoffs, SEC championship, national champion. He has high hopes, just like Diego Pavia. And I think Missouri's high hopes are closer to reality. That's mean. But I think this game could go either way. And at this moment in time, I'm actually going to pick Missouri to win.
Okay, yeah. Now we have against Texas. You know, I would I'm not a Texas hater. Okay, these last 2 episodes, I feel like I've really come off as the Texas hater. I'm not. I
You just
don't know.
don't like how they came into the conference and they thought they ran it.
I
And
guess I just have some underlying issues and beef with them. That I guess I need to work it out in therapy because there's something that I just like want them to lose so badly. But Vandy's not gonna win this game, not against Arch Manning, not against Sark. Like it won't happen. If it did, it'd be freaking crazy. But yeah, this is a loss.
yeah, that's absolutely a loss. And then they play Auburn at home next week. Auburn, again, is going to be an interesting team. I think they have definitely done some special things in the transfer portal and in recruiting. So they're definitely building something special there. Could Vanderbilt beat Auburn? Absolutely. But I don't see it this year. It's going to be a physical game for sure, though.
Yes, I do have this going either way, win or loss. I do see Auburn winning more because I do think that they are building something really, good over there.
Yeah.
Um, but Vandy did give it to him last year.
Yeah.
So it should be an interesting game. I'm excited to see. Um, but oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I definitely yeah, I think this is a win or loss favoring Auburn.
Yeah.
And then we have against Kentucky. This is an interesting one as well, in my opinion. I think um, you know, Kentucky surprises you. There's some players that I really like on Kentucky's team. Um, that I'm excited to see play this season at Kentucky. Um, I have Vandy winning this though.
I actually have Vandy winning this game too. I think this will be a good game for them. It is a home game before the rivalry weekend, where they play Tennessee again. And though Tennessee is going through a complete makeover, pretty much, I do think Tennessee, especially at the end of the season, will have everything together. And I do think this is going to be a loss for Vandy. So it'll be a very fun game, but I do think Tennessee is going to win.
Yes, I also have Tennessee winning this, so it will be a loss for Vandy closing the season. Um, but hey, if I was Diego Pavia, I would be telling you that we are winning every game and we're definitely beating Tennessee.
I mean, my key questions for this team is if Pavia can stay healthy and if the O line improves marginally, then yes, that's going to be a dynamic force. And then if the defense is finally ready to stop the run consistently, I mean, the front seven does have depth. The secondary could be vulnerable versus a deep ball, but they could. And then could they reach another bowl? Of course they can, but they have to steal a tough loss from Auburn, South Carolina, or Tennessee, any of these teams. But they have to have at least one to get to a bowl game, I think. And no, they're not running Tennessee. Tennessee, UT, Tennessee is still going to be running that state for the time being. I mean, anything can happen. Put enough money into your football team and crazy things happen, like SMU. But I just think, especially this year, 1 year just to build on what was last year is not going to get you to a national championship in 2025, but crazier things have happened. But I just don't think crazy
I
things
don't think crazier things have
happen.
happened. I think you're absolutely delusional if you think that you're going to go from a 7-6 season to a national championship.
Yeah.
Maybe in your dreams that would happen, but it's just not physically it's a sport. That's not how sports work, unfortunately. Like you have to build, you have to slowly creep on people and then totally take them out like a silent killer.
Yes. So no, they're not making it to the Natty, they're not making it to the playoffs. There are so many SEC teams that are gonna be in those last few
They
spots.
don't have that easy of a schedule. Like, if they have
No.
a cupcake like, their schedule's not that easy, so I will give them that. Like, Vandy's schedule for Vandy is pretty difficult. They don't miss out on a lot of teams. They gotta play Alabama, they've gotta play Tennessee, they've gotta play Texas, they gotta play LSU. So it's just like, you
South
have some of those top dogs.
Missouri.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I l I love the confidence. I do, I love it because I'm delusional in that way as well. But I don't think you can be that delusional publicly.
Yeah.
I can because 'cause I'm not playing.
But hey, your degree still means more.
Ye
So, you're winning at life.
yes, you're gonna do great things, I don't doubt it, but it's just gonna be such a fun season, and I'm so excited for it. For Vandy fans, I'm so sorry if I seem like the biggest hater in the world. I'm not. I don't have anything against y'all, I just think that there's a lot of delusion and just
Yeah, I think if they win one of those big games, that is your national championship. Beating Alabama is a Vandy national championship. Winning a
yes.
bowl game is a Vandy national championship, and that is fantastic for a program like Vanderbilt. And so I think if they can upset one of those teams, one of those big powerhouse teams, kick them out of the playoffs with you beating them, that is a huge win, and that is so exciting for the program. So I think they 100% could do something like that, but getting all the way to I'm like, "Stop."
I I love it. It's just gonna be such a good season. Vandy fans, let us know what you think your season is going to look like from a Vandy fan perspective. What do you realistically, not Diego Pavia delusion, what do you realistically think that your season is going to look like? Let us know in the comments. We're super excited to, I mean, football is so close. 5 weekends, 4 weekends? I don't even know. I have a
It's
countdown on my
crazy.
phone, but I haven't looked at it today. It's gonna be such a good season. We're super excited. Follow along with us. We're gonna be trying to go to some games, interact with y'all. Let us know what y'all want to see on our channel this season, and we'll see you next time.